He's the winner of an American Music Award and an idol to thousands of people. Clay Aiken is here with us.
Being an American Idol means being on TV and radio, promoting yourself and your new record.
I don't know if you know this, but there are people lined up waiting to see you. Take a look at that.
Oh, wow.
These days, Clay's on a media whirlwind, pushing his hit album, Measure of a Man. But no matter who's interviewing the singer, they're always looking for a scoop.
You just have to learn at some point. I mean, sadly had to learn to not be as open and you know, as friendly as I'd like to be.
Getting him to dig beneath the surface is tough, almost as tough as the singer's childhood. Aiken says his father was an alcoholic who abused his mom. They split when he was an infant, but the memories are still too painful for him to share.
I don't talk about him much because, you know, I just don't give him the time of day. So, I mean, I'm not going to go into it. I became who I am because of, or in spite of, him.
It's that lack of a father figure that shaped Clay's dream of helping kids.
I was going to be a teacher. I wanted to teach. You know, I had a whole plan for my life set out.
And it looked like Clay was well on his way, but plans change.
I was working with a 12-year-old with autism in Charlotte, working at his house. And I think the family had heard me sing around the house quite a bit. They kind of became a second family away from home while I was at school. And I came back from summer vacation, and the mother, Diane Pupil, said, you know what? You've got to audition for this show.
Clay wasn't interested, even though he'd been singing since he was a kid in school choirs and local shows. Teaching was where his heart was. But fate and Diane had other plans.
She kept on, no, you really need to audition. You got to audition. And I said, you know what? Fine. Just stop nagging me. I'll go audition for the show.
American Idol. Not since American Bandstand has a music show made such huge stars out of complete unknowns. But when Clay finally got the guts to audition, the judges weren't exactly blown away.
Well, our first audition for the show was in Charlotte, and I got cut right from the very get-go. And I thought, are you kidding me? And I was like, oh, God, I got to have one more shot. Please let me have just one more shot. And so I went down the next week and auditioned in Atlanta.
This time he landed a spot only to quickly get the boot. But when he was brought back as a wild card, he became a fan favorite. From there, Aiken began to shine, surviving round after round until his showdown with Ruben Studdard. But despite singing his heart out, Clay didn't take the top spot. Ruben Studdard was named America's Idol by a margin of only 130,000 votes out of more than 24 million cast.
I think that the person who comes in second on American Idol gets just as much exposure on that show as the person who wins.
But that didn't cut it with some fans. Die-hard Claymates demanded a recount. Soon the media was fanning the flames of a feud.
The media does not want to talk about us unless they think we're at each other's throat.
Clay wants to make one thing perfectly clear. He has nothing but love for Ruben. People
cannot believe that we're friends. People cannot believe that we talk to each other on the phone and just to check and see how each other are. If I had won, I would have been excited. But I was excited for Ruben. We became brothers. And we're just definitely thrilled for each other and really just relieved that it was all over.
His ride was far from over. Almost instantly, the runner-up became media gold, and the public couldn't get enough. MTV's Total Request Live. If you perform here, you're definitely doing something right.
How you doing? I'm okay.
In November of '03, we caught up with Clay in New York City as he took the stage in a command performance.
And in 3, 2, 1.
But after the performance, things get a little personal. Everybody wants to know if this country catch is still on the market.
There's a lot of ladies here that I'm sure are very curious to know about your status right now. Are you single or are you linked with somebody?
They keep me too busy to do anything other than be single, so I'm on the lookout. So.
Oh, really? Well, ladies.
Clay stays mum on the subject, but he swears it's not because he's hiding anything.
What I do with my very little free time, I like to keep as my own, you know. It's my free time, and it's nice to not have a camera in your face every minute. So When there's not a camera in my face, then don't ask me about what's going on.
But there is one personal relationship Clay is willing to talk about. This cute canine is Clay's closest friend.
This is Raleigh. Say hello.
And Raleigh came all the way from
LA.
Clay is so devoted to his pooch that he buys her her very own first-class seat to keep her by his side.
She sticks around with me.
When we return, the Lord of the Ring.
Fun.
And buckle up for a wild ride on a roller coaster high above the Vegas Strip.
Oh my God. I don't think this car is screwed on tight enough.
Clay also reveals what's next on his hit parade.
I'm trying to be me and trying to do my own thing.
When All Access Spotlight, Clay Aiken continues.